welcome back to the Model Building Corner. I'm Joe. Anyway, it's kind of late. It's after 4. I was getting some stuff done this morning. When I say this morning, I mean when I woke up at 10. Made some potato salad. Got my pork shoulder marinating till tomorrow morning. And then I was supposed to get in the shower and get cleaned up and then work on models. So I'm sitting outside because that's what I do, like to keep my routine. So I'll go out there, suck on a Jolly Rancher while I'm playing my game. And the ad keeps popping up for that solitaire game that pays you real cash. And I was like, man, this has to be a scam. There's no way. And everybody's online saying, yo, no, you win real money. So I'm like, all right, I'll try it. So I put $8 in it. And I'm winning. And I'm like, okay. So I was up to like $23. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to cash out. So I go and do what you got to do to cash out. And they only give you a small amount of your winnings as available cash. The rest of it goes into bonus cash, which you can only use as entry fees. And then if you cash out, you lose all your bonus cash. So basically, I've been playing all afternoon, okay? And I started with $8. I'm down to $4. At one time I was up to 12. I should have cashed out then when I was $4 ahead. But yeah, it's kind of deceiving. I mean, it's not like the commercials where they're saying, "Oh, I just won $80." No, you didn't. So anyway, I am doing some wet sanding on the Impala. So what I'll do is I'm going to go check my mail real quick because I'm expecting a shop card. So I'll be right back. And then once I'm back, I'll get you down in here. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Got no mail. But I ended up sitting down. I was down $4, so I said, well, let me try again. So I was playing a couple of hands. And I'm up to $17. So $8 I won, so basically I'm $9 ahead. So what I did was cashed out. Only now I gotta wait and see how I'm gonna get this money back, because it has to go through your PayPal account, and I haven't used my PayPal account in probably 15 years or more. So I probably lost that original $8, but I'll see. Anyway, so this is what I got done so far. I still got to do some finer grit, get the scratches out of there, but I went ahead and thinned the paint. And I'll tell you what, after I did spray another shot of some clear on the sides, so the sides got a little bit of a better shine, although the driver's side didn't seem to take as well as the passenger side. But that's the way the light's hitting it. But anyway, so I got the trunk a little bit wet sanded, made the paint thin. Came through here on purpose, came through here on purpose, came through here on purpose. And I'm going to go with some finer grits and try to blend it all. And that's as far as I'm going to go. I'm going to hit this. Once I break out the primer to primer up the 4x4, I'm going to hit this area with primer. And then I also have to re-primer the hood, wherever it is. I lost the hood. Oh no, here it is. So I got to re-primer the hood also. I'm going to do it in the light gray. This was the rattle can primer that I was using just to work the body lines and stuff. So that'll look good, I think. I still got that hood fitting good after it was all warped. If you guys remember back when I first started this forever ago. Excuse me. So anyway, so that's where I'm at on that. I'm not going to bore you with wet sanding, so I'm going to continue wet sanding on this. And then we'll go from there. Alright, pork shoulders marinating. I'm going to stab it though. Let that juice get on in there. Man, I tell you what, this stuff, I could drink it. It is so good. I won't do it now since it's been soaking in meat. But see, I got the this is going to be roasted. It's not going in this. I'm using the crock pot to marinate it because I don't have a pot. The only pot that I have that's big enough to fit this is too big, so I got to use like so much marinade to cover the roast. So I just use this. I cover it and stick it in the refrigerator. But that fat that I scribed, I've told you guys before, it's going to be on top, and that stuff is going to turn out like candy, especially with this marinade. All right, I'm going to call this done. Is there dust on it already? How the heck does dust get on it? Excuse me. Anyway, so I did go a little bit further on the roof. Again, I only wanted a little bit. I don't want a lot of it, just a little bit. But I did go ahead and, oh man, see, camera shows everything. I can still see scratch marks. I don't want scratch marks. So I went up to 6,000 grit. I mean, this is so smooth. But looks like I am going to have to go a little bit further with it. I broke through to the white plastic here, so I put a little, and I'm going to go over it just ever so slightly and make it look more realistic. Also on the front fender, I had we got a piece coming through there. This side there's no plastic came through, but she's got some sun fade. I also did work on the hood. I had to file this down some more. It's real sloppy in here, and so it wasn't letting it sit completely flat. And you guys probably don't remember, but I also, because I shortened this a little bit because I felt like it was sitting way too close to the windshield. So I did shorten it some, but when I was doing that originally, I kind of rounded it, so I did square that off. So that looks much better. And after I primer this, I just started thinking, and I was going to ask you guys, do you think it would look better in black primer or gray primer? I mean, back in the late 80s, mid-late 80s, everything was gray primer. So I'm thinking the kid did it with gray primer. And that inside there, I really would have liked to have opened it up, but I am not about to mess with that. So I'll make sure I get black in there where it is now grayish. So that's that. That's all I'm going to touch on this car today. Coming up in the next segment, what do I want to do? I think we're going to start cutting this chassis to get the exhaust out of there. Does this have dual fuel tanks? That's pretty cool. It did have, this is the first time I ever sanded off the marks, because it actually said made in China on the bottom of one of these. So, alright, I just noticed my first issue. The way that these mufflers are molded into this cross member, I'm gonna have to remake that cross member. Just, there is no way around that. I don't think that it has to look like that, as long as the bottom looks like that. And I probably have still some of that square tubing that I can use. So how do I want to cut this out anyway? I think the only way to do it is to start cutting. So I'm going to have to make my own tailpipes, because these tailpipes are attached in way too many places. So I have to clean that up. And I'll have to clean that up. And I'll have to clean that up. And the way it's located back here is so ugly. See that? It's like big blocks. Why do you need that? So we'll have to, I'm going to cut it here. I could always try to save this portion of it. So I'll save these. Where did I cut that? Right at the very top. And possibly reuse these portions. I lost a lot of it, but where it went into the muffler, it had a nice little connector there, but I lost most of it. Alright, so I'm going to not get so close to the frame, but I'm going to clip this some more. And then I will file that smooth. These are already cut, so I might as well just cut this whole thing out and start over. Boy, I didn't want to do that. Alright, let's see how I want to do this. Are you guys yelling at me? Don't do it! Sorry if I yelled too loud. My neighbor's having a party again. And I think I'm going to get a P.O. box, because let me tell you something. There's like 4 adults in the main house, and then there's another small studio on that side, that instead of the owner renting it to somebody else, they rented it to the same people, and they've got 2 more people living in there. So there's like 6 people that are getting mail, and I don't know all their names because it's 6 different names, and I don't know who is who. So I check my mail and I take my mail, but there's mail in that box that's been in there for like 3 weeks, and every time I see the mailman, he talks to me about it. I'm like, dude, you know who I am. I've been here for 8 years or however long. I'm like, you know, I check my mail and take it in right away. I said, I can't speak for these people. This is a half round on each side, or oval. These bins are not working out as quite nice as I expected them to, because it's hard to get stuff out of them. Alright. This one might work. What was I working on? Alright, so I'm done with this guy. What else? I guess I might as well go see if I got some tubing and take care of this before I forget to take care of it. Hold on. Alright, you guys aren't going to be able to answer me because it's already going to be too late by the time you see this. But you think that a person that built himself a GMC 4x4 and had an issue with that cross member, would he make one out of tubing? It looks like nothing connects to it, so that wouldn't be an issue. Because I don't have the square. I can't find any square. Just round. But I do have a small piece of this angle styrene still. So what if I was to take, and I'll just show you my idea. You see how this has that line in between? If I took these and glued them like this, obviously they'd be too wide. So once they're glued though, I can always sand the sides down, get them nice and even, And then it would look like that front one. Because it looks like this front one or this back one is the same as this one here. That's your structural for the locating of the axle leaf springs and stuff. So what do you think? Do it like that? Because you see how this has that little shape like that? This one has it also. You just couldn't see it because it was on the so close to the frame rail with the muffler. So I think I'm going to go this route. I'm going to glue these two together and then sand and file until they're the correct size. And I'm not going to bore you guys with that. So I'm going to put this on. I'm not going to pause it. I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to put this phone on the charger while I'm doing it because it's almost dead. Hold on. Or I'll see you guys in a little while. Alright, so this rear one, the little flangey thingies face that way. And on this one, it looks like the way that it was cut, the little flangey thing you can see is right there. It faced the opposite way. So here's my piece, and I'm going to redo it, but basically I got it to look perfect, except I went too thin compared to that one. So I'm going to redo it, and it didn't take me long at all, but this time I'll take my time and make sure it looked like it was you know, not that wide when I compared it to this one, because I really do have the width down, right? Is it not? It's a little narrow. Yeah, it's narrow. So I'm gonna redo it, but at least I can make it look legit, and I'm gonna redo it with the same piece. Very simple. First, I used my Mr. Cement, and these are pretty much the same no matter how you look at it, but I was looking at which way they go out straighter, which I think you just really have to just bend it a little. Yep, that's all. Bitty, that's all, folks. Run that bead and try to keep it nice and square, which it is. All right. So I got that. Now, I make one side square, and then what I did was I measured it and marked it. So now that I got this length perfect, I'm going to square this side and then use this as my length, and this time I'm not going to go as narrow. So see how it comes out. Didn't I say yesterday no fabrication on this vehicle? Because this looks like fabrication to me. I know what fabrication looks like. And this looks like fabrication. Anybody remember what movie that was from, except for different lines? Are you asking me out on a date? This sounds like you're asking me out on a date. I've been asked out on dates before. Sounds like you're asking me out on a date. Whoops. Alrighty. So, she's been rebuilt. I messed up a little bit right there. but we're not going to see it. We're not going to mention it. But here's the back one. And they look identical. Same width. The underside has that little thingy, so I left that. Filed it down. And now all I gotta do is glue it in place. And hope I didn't make it too narrow. Nope, she's perfect. You can never tell. That's factory right there. So, let's lock it in. Why do I keep putting my glue back upstairs instead of keeping it down here? Alright, here's what I think I'm going to do. I double checked the instructions because I couldn't remember if it went here or here. And judging off the fact that this one is located with this thingy here, I thought, okay, maybe it's supposed to be there. But then this is also the locating spot for the springs, and this is the locating spot for the springs. So it looks like, on the instructions anyway, that this piece is right here. So that's what I'm going to do. And it feels like... Of course I want to keep it in there square. I should probably measure this somehow. Okay. Well, that was dumb. How am I going to do this? I'll do it from here. Okay. It still doesn't work because my finger ain't on that angle. Alright. Alright. Looks... Ah! Joe, you're a dummy. I should have... That one's going to go up a little bit. Alright. Let's lock... Whoops! That was way too much. Dripped on my paper. On my cutting board. I forgot this glue is new. I'm used to the old one that you got to get all the way down at the bottom and shake it around and get some on there. I'm also going to stiffen this up where I glued these two halves together. I might as well do it on top as well. Just get it locked in. So, I just did some fabrication on my first frame. Pretty proud of myself, if I do say so myself. Alright, my neighbors probably think I'm crazy in here because my window's open. They probably think I loco. Alrighty, what do I want to do now? It's, what is it, about 7 o'clock, so I guess this video is going to get posted oh, it's not even locked in. What the hell kind of glue is this? Alright, we're in trouble. That other stuff would set instantly. Oh, it's twisting on me. What is going on? Alright, that's square at the bottom. I don't know if it's supposed to be that close. This one sits lower. That should be lower. Alright, right like that. But why wasn't it staying? Does the accelerator work with this kind of glue? Can I do it with one hand? Alright, it didn't move. I don't know if this works with this kind of glue. I've only used it on the with the thick and the thin other stuff. All right, well, let me let that set. Anyway, what I was saying is it's already after 7 o'clock, so I think I'm gonna bring you guys back upstairs. Alright, well, for getting a late start, I don't think it turned out too bad. Oh, by the way, I was able to log on to PayPal and reset my password, and they were like, oh, you're still alive? No. But, so I don't know, it says it could take up to 72 hours to get my money. So I'm not playing that game no more. I tell you what, because it, like I said, it took it was 4 hours just to make a couple of bucks. It's false advertising. Anyway, if you guys want a shop card, my new shop card is still available, and I still have. Wait a minute, how could this be? Oh, okay. I messed up. I was looking at the border because I forgot my reprints on these. Got a border. So you guys that have the original one of these without the red border, that's an original release. That's going to be worth money someday. Make sure you hold on to them. So yeah, shop cards are still available. You can shoot me an email. I might type it right here where, because normally it's up in the channel description, not the episode description. So I'll type it in. Also, what else? Fabrication's done. You guys didn't say, hey, yeah, put the bed together first. It's got a separate interior bed tub, and then I guess you just hang the other stuff. I'll look at the instructions because I want to pre-paint that all as one. What else do I want to talk about? Let's give them something to talk about. What else? That's it. I'm going to let you guys go. If you watch this Saturday evening, have a great evening. Enjoy your Sunday. I don't have anybody lined up for model cars and coffee. So, Craig! Waiting on you, buddy. He's the next one, I think. I hope. But anyway, also I'll do updates too, as Terry builds some more. John from Canada, sorry, John. As John gets some more built, I'll update, and same thing with Don. Do you guys ever notice? I thought that Pat was being funny when I first started watching his channel, because he would talk about the decals. And I'm like, that's funny, right? And then when I was talking to John on the phone, he's talking about the decals. I'm like, wait a minute, is that the way you guys say it up there? So I felt like an idiot. But anyway, because I am. I'm going to let you guys go. Appreciate everybody for watching, tuning in, subscribing, liking. Hit the little bell thingy if you haven't already done that. I realize that I missed, I'm like, hey, I'm subscribed to him. Why am I getting a notification? Well, because I got to hit the bell. So hit the bell, get the notifications, and I'm going to edit the rest of this, because remember, I edit as I go, so it only takes me a few minutes, but it takes forever for my app to do the what do you call it? Producing part. And then once I'm ready to upload it to YouTube, I can do whatever I want while that's happening. So I'll watch some of your guys' videos, and I also got, like I said, I got to watch Paintucation. So guys, check that out. I tagged him in the video. I thought like he would message me like, "Hey, thanks," but he's a superstar, so I ain't expecting to hear back from him. Just like some of the model building channels, I realize you guys are so busy, man. I know what it's like when I'm trying to catch up on comments and stuff. And for some of the views you guys get, it's almost like a second job. But anyway, I will shut up. And ooh, you know what I think I'm gonna have? Some EL Fudge double stuff. They were on BOGO. I already ate one package. Not at once. It's probably at 2 sittings. Anyway, catch you later, guys. Have a good one. Appreciate it.